Hello, everyone. This is Carol V. Brown Jones, and I thought I'd give you a little sample of what's in my book, the new book, Get on Board, The New Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman's spirit is guiding all of us to take some actions in love. I am making this an audiobook, and to give you an idea what's in the book, I'm giving you a little sample. So the audiobook is part of the package that you will receive when you pre-order. As soon as the audiobook is finished, if I have your email, you will receive it. This is a special offer for those who pre-order their book. And this is just a sampling. So I hope that you would share it with others and really get ready to get on board this Underground Railroad. I'm calling on all of you. Thank you for your support. Get on board the new Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman's spirit is guiding us to love in actions. Author Karol V. Brown Jones. Looking back over my 72 years, my life feels like a tapestry worn with threads of synchronicity. Moments when God's gentle hand guided me to places and people I couldn't have imagined. One extraordinary synchronicity stands out. For over 25 years, I have portrayed Harriet Tubman, a woman who trusted God completely and lived her life out loud. Little did I realize when I first put on her shawl and spoke her story, it was preparing me for a deeper purpose. Through Harriet, I learned that faith in actions is transformative and that love embodied and expressed through our choices is what brings real change. When I say live love out loud, I mean choosing to let love guide every thought, word, and action, showing compassion, unity, and support, not just in private, but in every aspect of daily life. It's about making love visible and active, not silent and hidden. Love out loud means being bold in kindness, standing for justice, and letting our care for ourselves and others become a force that heals, empowers, and restores. At the heart of every faith tradition is a call to love, dignity, compassion, and unity. Though my knowledge is humble, my faith is deep, and my desire to learn is relentless. When I reflect on these universal truths, I see that what unites us is far greater than what divides us. This book was inspired by a series of synchronicities. Each chapter is steeped in these moments, unexpected conversations, quiet revelations, and the ordinary miracles that confirm I am on the right path. For example, a beautiful lady I recently interviewed for my podcast, Camille L. Miller, told me, when we admire traits in others, it's because those same traits live within us. In that instance, I realized my years with Harriet had not been just an education. They were a mirror showing me my courage, my commitment, and the legacy that I am called to live. Now, with every page, I hope to point out the synchronicities that shaped this journey, how each one inspired me to launch what I believe is my true purpose, to bring people together in loving actions. as the Underground Railroad once did. The Underground Railroad was never trains and tunnels underground. It was a movement sustained by people helping other people. Ordinary individuals who chose to act out of love and unity, risking their safety and freedom for the sake of others. The people who supported the Underground Railroad were guided by something deeper than the rules or fear. They lived truth to their consciousness and to God's truth, honoring the teachings that call us to love, dignity, and justice. These courageous souls, conductors, station masters, supporters, were united by the conviction that all people deserve to live free. Every safe house, every compassionate gesture, every mile walked in darkness was powered by love in actions. They believed in a greater good and let spiritual truth guide every choice, showing that unity and love are the ultimate sources of real change and freedom. I have a lifetime of experiences behind me. To some, this age means slowing down, retiring, and spoiling grandchildren. Yet I believe every stage of life is ripe for change and possibility. These years have taught me it doesn't matter how old you are, you can always grow and evolve. This is my third book, but for the first time, I'm sharing not just Harriet Tubman's stories, but mine as well. My reflections are shaped by spiritual guidance, how God has directed my steps, revealing courage, truth, and freedom I once didn't realize I possessed. As a storyteller, I have always enjoyed teaching through stories, however, rarely sharing much about myself. But there comes a time when each of us must look in the mirror and ask, what am I truly here to do? What is my purpose? This book is born out of moments that felt divinely orchestrated. And as you read, I invite you to notice them with me again and again. I am led to a clear purpose to teach and embody self-love. My previous books carried this message through Harriet Tubman's stories. 30 Lessons in Love, Leadership, and Legacy from Harriet Tubman was my first book, and the second, The Harriet Tubman Way, an inspirational guide to self-love, empowerment, and legendary leadership for girls. Harriet's life is a roadmap of faith, courage, and love. Today, I see my own stories reflecting the same truths. While my life is vastly different than Harriet's, the lessons are the same. We need modern-day Harriet Tubmans, individuals willing to live with faith, trust, and love for themselves and others. That is the heart of this journey. The Underground Railroad was a movement of people guided by spirit, united by the pursuit of freedom and dignity. Every action they took was powered by love. I call this love in actions because love is not just a feeling. It is made real in the sum of our choices. our steps, and our words. This little book, first of a series of love and action stories, was written to spark something in you. It's a reminder that love is not just a word to be spoken, but a way to live and a legacy to leave. In each chapter, I'll share a story from Harriet's life and another from my own. I hope these stories help you, whoever you are, to discover your own way to share love in actions with your family, your friends, and the world.